So the first video I picked was a deaf joke by the Daily Moth. I will submit the link in the comments, but my interpretation of this video was, so she made a knock knock joke to someone and the person was deaf, so when she kept saying knock knock, the person did not respond, which was the point of the joke, is that she could not hear the knocking, so she didn't finish the knock knock joke. So I think that this was definitely easier to interpret, but I think it was very funny. I don't think it was like mean or anything, and I just really enjoyed it, and I feel like it had it was comical, and it kind of made you think, why wasn't she answering the knock knock joke whenever she said yes, she would do the knock knock joke. The next video I chose was also by Daily Moth, and it was another joke. So it was about this deaf man going through the drive-thru during COVID, so they both had masks on, and when he got up to a window, he put his mask down, so I'm hard of hearing, like I can't hear, I'm deaf. And the worker is like, oh, okay, and keeps talking through the mask, does not pull their mask on, and is saying like, oh, can you lip read? Like, obviously he cannot lip read, they have a mask on. And so he was trying to express that, and the worker just wasn't understanding, so he put a blanket over himself and started signing. It's like, can you see me sign? And so the joke was that you can't communicate when there's a barrier. So for deaf people, if you have a blanket over yourself, you can't sign with a blanket over yourself because you can't see what they're saying. Just like you can't lip read if there's something covering your lips, like you wouldn't know what I'm saying right now. And so I found this very funny. I think this definitely had more of like, it used a lot more facial expressions to me, is what I felt. That's just me personally, that's what I thought it used more of. I think it was very funny, and I never realized how much of a problem this was, but it was a great video. So the last video I chose was Fire and Ice by Robert Frost, but it was in ASL. I interpreted it as so the world is gonna end in fire or ice, and at first he's like, oh, like I want it to end in fire. So I saw it as he wanted the world to end in fire because of like desire and sin, as that's what it represented. And then there was ice, which was like hatred or like being spiteful, and he just wants the world to end in either one. That's how it's gonna end, and those are like big causes. I think he used a lot of emotion and non-manual markers or NMMs. The person who signed it. Sorry. It was a really interesting story. I've never heard it before, or like poem. It was really great. I definitely recommend it. I will submit all the links for these videos in the comments because I don't know how to put them in this video, but I will do that. And these were just really great videos. I really enjoyed them. I also have the I did find the like script for the poem, but I did interpret it as I thought. I wrote it in my notes as what I thought he was saying, and then I looked it up, and most of it matched up. I don't exactly know what he meant by fire and ice. That's just by her facial expressions and his words. That's what I thought it meant, and it was very interesting, and it definitely helped me learn.